Happy Frigaroken! It's Rainbow. It is such a special Friday to dip in on. It's May Day! And it's also full moon. So, wow! How are we in May already? Look! Ah, Mama Hawthorn! Now, of course, we have to color the Western Mama Hawthorn, not the Eastern Mama Hawthorn, which is like way back. Yes, so look at Mama Hawthorn here. Her gorgeous thorns, and she's budding out. It is so precious right now. It is such a precious time. And so I wanted to dip in a little bit and do a little walk. And I'm making a game plan because I'm realizing that we're like in a really important time right now. I've been finding so many large native plants, which is so inspiring, so amazing. And at the same time, I'm going, oh my gosh, I have so much work to do. So much work to do. So I'm really prioritizing cleaning around and clearing around the native plants that I'm finding. And the reason that it's a really time-sensitive thing is I need to pull out the brush before the birds start making nests. So, look at this gorgeous. Look at this gorgeous. Ah, it's the apple. It's the apple. It's one of the little apples on the path. And so I'm going to try to do as much clearing like these first 2 weeks as I can. Of course, hands, I got to think about the hands. But if I can do that, then I can burn it or chip it later, but at least give these native plants some like really good clear space. Like, look at this here. Oh, this one here, this is Nanny Berry. And look at how big she is. She's got a little yellow flag on her. And that ash there, that's the one with the top that's snapped off. So this is a different path that we haven't gone down this one in a while. And so one of the things that I have been doing is like things like this, like the buckthorn. I've been girdling it, which is a really interesting process of like taking all the bark all the way around it, clearing the bark off. So hopefully it kills it while it's standing, kind of, but then it's not putting out the leaves. So then the other plants have the opportunity to get that sunshine instead. So that's one way I've been going, okay, how can I transform this quickly without having a lot of debris to manage afterward. And that's been such an interesting process, doing the girdling. Actually, maybe I'll take you down another way where I've done a little bit of that, if I can find it. These paths get a little, it's quite a bit of paths going on here. I need to start making signs, little trail signs. Poke your eye out avenues down that way. So actually up here, this is one of the ones that I did girdle up here. This is the burn area that we did two times up here that's really been cleared out. So here we have buckthorn, and a buckthorn here. And so you can see this one I girdled. So here, yeah, just chipped away at it. One thing that's really interesting about buckthorn is it's super like almost fluorescent orange. You can kind of see it there. So when you're working on the buckthorn and you see that fluorescent orange, you're like, oh yeah, I got that right. Yes, it's a buckthorn. So we'll see if this process works. And it's been an interesting thing, just kind of like stepping into this idea of killing the tree in this way or transforming it in this way. And it feels kind of raw and brutal. And it's one of those things where you have to like just load it up with a bunch of compassion and love and Ho'oponopono. I'm sorry. Thank you. Please forgive me. I love you. Like doing it that way to be able to really like honor the tree that's given life here. And here I am taking it away, but I'm also trying to really promote that the life opportunity for the diversity. So we'll see how this turns out. We will see how this turns out. It's been a little bit chillier, so that's been an interesting thing. I feel kind of like I'm ready not to be making fires, but I did start working on a brush pile. I got a slash on this one. I didn't get all the way around it, but I started. It's pretty muddy in this area here, and it's like, I don't know if you can see how muddy it is here. And the reason it's so muddy is because this honeysuckle was so big that it shaded out the understory. And so there wasn't a lot of vegetation under it because it was shading everything out. So that's the neat thing about clearing out under the invasive plants is all of a sudden you get that lush grass under there or some other plants start popping up. We have another apple tree. This one is actually technically not in the Homegrown National Park, but we're, we don't always follow the paths. We jump over to that side too. So this one is interesting because I thought the sheep girdled it a few years ago, and they did a pretty darn close job of doing that. But she survived, and she's doing good, which makes me so happy. We will see what we will spin up this week. So beautiful to touch in. You get to hear some of the farm sounds over here. The birds, they're chirping. They're going, yeah, caterpillar farmer, go. Grow us some good caterpillars. That's the most important thing we're doing here is growing caterpillars for the birds. And what I understand from Homegrown National Parks and what Doug Tallamy says is if we don't have caterpillars, then we don't have birds, and then we don't have humans. And so it's like how important it is to be having that diversity for all of life to thrive. So I want to share one more little thing. In March, I'm going to be embracing a new role here at this homegrown national park, and my nieces, they let me know, like, they let me know that I was the ranger here. It just never really dawned on me. But yes, I am Ranger Rainbow in this homegrown national park. Let me tell you, I stood a little taller when I heard that. I was like, oh, I am, aren't I? From my heart to yours, Ranger Rainbow, dipping out. Huge love, huge gratitude. Happy freegaroken. Spin it up in a good way. Enjoy this gorgeous May Day. Huge love, huge gratitude. Ciao for now.